Hey, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII. Let's see. I'm Scott, and you're at the TheScottSpot channel. Okay, so we are ready to take on our next mark. I'm hoping we'll be able to finish out the Ci'eth Stone circle in this episode. But before I get overzealous, I did hit the 999,999 CP cap, so I went ahead and invested all of that. But you can't see that right now, so let me go ahead and take on this mission. So I'll have a chocobo. Because I realized that if you examine one of these sea stones while you're aboard the chocobo, the cutscene kicks you off the chocobo because you got to see Titan spit out all that stupid mist. But the chocobo still is parked nearby. Anyway, mission 59, Two-Faced Fiend. Yet another Zirnitra. Man, can't they come up with something new? Damn. And it's at the Ci'eth Springs, Subterranean Lake. Man, it's been a hot minute since we were there. I'm starting to wonder if this Ci'eth Stone circle is just like taking us on a big tour of Grand Pulse. Wouldn't surprise me if it took us to Ereba and Tajin's Tower as well. Anyway, the soul thirsts for knowledge of the truth that hides within, yet this truth can only be perceived in the solitude of conflict and discord. Entreat with the Zirnitra, whose mouths pierce solitude with wrathful cries, and become one with life's circle here again. Man, Titan really wants me to become one with life's circle. I thought we already proved that we could do that, Titan, in your fucking dumbass trials. Hey, let's watch Titan make it cloudy again. Keep waiting on him to do something new, but I don't think it's going to happen. Well, anyway, before I get carried away, let me show you the Crystarium. I'm not going to actually show it to you, so I'm going to overlay a table of our new stats here. I haven't compared them to our old stats yet, so I don't know if it's a huge boost, but I suspect it's a decent one. Mostly HP, though, of course, as always. As for new abilities, let's see here. Lightning... Hold on, I wrote it down. Okay, we actually did learn quite a few new abilities since, yeah. Let's see, Lightning mastered the Saboteur role, so she's Saboteur level 5 now. And then I started working on a Synergist for her, and she learned in Water, in Frost, Protect, Shell, and Boon, and she also leveled up to Synergist level 2. And then, let's see, Fang, she learned, she had already finished her, what was it, Synergist role, so I switched her to Ravager. And there she learned Spark Strike, Flame Strike, Frost Strike, Aqua Strike. So all 4 elemental strikes. All 4 elemental tier 2 spells. Thundara, Blizzara, Watera, Fyra, and as well as Aurora. And she also learned Eroga and leveled up to Ravager level 2. Let's see. Then next is Hope. He learned Deshelga. Dispel, which is a technique, finally. These are all in the Saboteur role, by the way. Kurska, Jinx, Poisonga, Sloga, and Panga, and he also leveled up to Saboteur level 2. Vanille, she was working on the Synergist role. I gave her, or she learned to Veil all 4 Bar spells: Bar Water, Bar Frost, Bar Fire, Bar Thunder, Boon, Protectra, and Shelra, and she also leveled up to Synergist level 2. Saz, he mastered the Saboteur role, and then I switched him to Sentinel, and he learned Vendetta, Challenge, Fringe Ward, Death Ward, and Sentinel level. He leveled up to Sentinel level 2. To kind of think of it, I probably should have made the next role that I worked on for most of the characters Sentinel, because I think you generally get more HP from the Sentinel role, but oh well. And then finally, Snow, he went ahead and taught him Protect, which is the first Synergist ability, because for some reason I hadn't unlocked Synergist with him yet. And then I went ahead and went to Saboteur, and he got Slow, Kurska, Dazga, and Sloga, and also leveled up to Saboteur level 2. He almost got to Saboteur level 3, but I ran like 30,000 CP short. Oh well. So yeah, that's the Crystarium spill. Probably took a lot longer than it should have. All those new abilities, man. So, yeah, I'm going to hop aboard this Chocobo and take the nearest Waystone to the Ci'eth Springs, where we will face off against another Zirnitra. Jeez. So I will meet you guys there. And here we are at the Ci'eth Springs. You can see our mark, the Zirnitra, over there on the hill. Looks like he's accompanied by some Ceratoraptors. Hopefully not Ceratosaurs. So, real quick, we brought Snow back into the party because, as we have with all the Zirnitra battles, just because it's capable of dealing out so much damage. Our paradigms: strategic warfare, delta attack, solidarity, and premeditation. And our equipment, we did something a little bit different. I made a maxed out dragonfly orb from glass orbs, and it increases our slow resistance by 60%. So I gave one to Hope and Fang, so now they're both resistant to slow. And because Zirnitra is going to inflict slow, and there's just not going to be time for that. So anyway, let's go ahead and head up this way. And I think these are Ceratosaurs. Yeah, so they're going to summon a shit ton of Ceratoraptors. Alright, right away, the first thing you want to do is cast in fire on Fang. Here we go. And then, once that's done, go ahead and make sure haste is still on Fang. And then bravery as well. Then switch to delta attack and go on the offensive. And just target these Ceratoraptors one at a time. And stagger. Man, I wish Fang was strong enough to take these out in one hit. Why did it target the Zirnitra? Alright, well, let's take out another Ceratoraptor then. Staggered again. Next, let's go after another Ceratosaur. I think all the Ceratoraptors are dead. Alright, so now the Ceratosaur's dead. So let's switch back to strategic warfare to put all our buffs back on. Haste and faith, and then we'll switch to premeditation. Not premeditation. What am I thinking? Solidarity, and I will heal us up real quick.
Steady now.
Do cure on Snow. Man, he has a lot of HP. And then we'll switch to delta attack and go on the actual offensive. Fire, arrow, fire, arrow, fire. Hopefully that's it. If our buffs run out, we'll switch back to reapply them, but otherwise... Man, I wish the Zirnitra wasn't so, like, freaking powerful. We would freaking switch to aggression and wreck his shit. Actually, Snow's stats aren't that high in strength and magic anymore, so I'm not sure that it would help all that much. At least I think that's right. We might actually stagger him before he dies this time. Maybe not, though. Damn, I'm glad Snow was guarding Hope, because that would have connected right with Hope. Oh, come on, let's just stagger him. 8. There we go. Alright, finish him off, Fang. Man, I'm surprised I didn't kill him. There we go. Please be 5 stars. That's an annoying as shit battle. Whew. The target time was 4:28, but it only took us 2:39. Man, that made me nervous. And we get 24,200 CP. Man, that was a hard battle. I won't show it all on camera, but that actually took me 4 or 5 tries to beat him. And our reward is an energy sash, and we get the rank of Hand of Wrath. So there's always that. Alright, so that just leaves our next Ci'eth Stone, which should be back in the Ci'eth Stone circle, of course. So I'll go back to the Waystone, and then I'll meet you guys at the Ci'eth Stone circle for what should be Mark 60. Okay, so we're back at the Ci'eth Stone circle, and we've only got 3 more. I was thinking, though, on my way here, we're not going to be able to do all of these right now. We're going to have to save one for later, and I will explain why once we do these 2. So anyway, Mission 60, De Galavu. Our mark is a Gelatitan. Wow, wasn't that one of the first ones that... No, wait, we fought one of those in Tajan's Tower before, right? Right. Speaking of Tajan's Tower, it looks like we're going to have to go to the apex of it once again. I told you it would take us there. The path to enlightenment weaves throughout the valleys of the soul's nexus. At its end, as at its beginning, lies primal knowledge. Entreat with the Gelatitan, that monument to primal form, and become one with life's circle here again. Quit talking about life's circle, damn. Oh good, we're gonna get to watch Titan make the place all cloudy and shit again. At some point I need to locate a sheep in the middle of this mess, so that I can get, because depending on the weather, determines what kind of wool you get, and we're going to need to get every item in the game at some point to get one of the achievements. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to have to make myself to the apex of Tajan's Tower, which is going to take a hot second. So I will just meet you there. Okay, we're now at the apex of Tajan's Tower, and as you can see, I have switched up the party a little bit. I'm now controlling Saz with Lightning and Fang at my side. The reason being is this is going to be an interesting battle. For my paradigms, I've got Espionage as my default, along with Cerberus, Strike Team, and Devastation. And you may have guessed, but the reason we brought Saz out is because we're going to try to random instant chain this bitch. Hopefully. I've also got Fang set up for a random instant chain. This morale talisman is not really necessary, but I didn't know what else to put there. If you have extra general's belts, I would recommend putting them in any empty slots you might have. I also have Lightning with her normal accessories. It's probably not ideal, but I think we might be able to sneak by. The catch to this is our mark is 3 Gelatitans, not just 1. 1 should be easy enough, but I'm assuming the target time is going to be working against us. Also, make sure you have at least a few painkillers to get rid of pain when it gets inflicted. But let's just try this. Man, these guys look like taffy or something. Hot dog slime. Alright. Right away, you want to cast Bravery and Thunder on everyone, including yourself. Put it on Fang, and then put it on Lightning. And then when that's done, you want to switch to Cerberus. And try to target the one in the middle. Also try to target the one that has Deep Protect. If it doesn't have Deep Protect and its health is mostly full, you may want to switch back to Strike Team to put it on. Here's another one. I'm just try to, like I said, since you're using Blitz, try to target the one in the middle. By the way, you want to use Devastation to put Deep Protect back on, and use painkillers to get rid of pain. And once, when the Sprint Shoes haste wears off, switch to Strike Team to put that back on, and Bravery as well. And if you get low on HP, don't be afraid to use Renew. I'm just saying all this ahead of time in case, so I don't forget. Almost did. Alright, there goes that one. Alright, now they're split up. I don't know that Blitz is the best thing to do now. And let's switch to Strike Team to put Haste back on. Even though I'm not sure it's needed. Haste on Saz, because he's our synergist. On Fang. Damn, Lightning got hurt. And finally Lightning. Then switch back to Cerberus. Oh shit. We didn't get Deep Protect on it, but that's okay because we don't need it. And boom. Okay, hopefully that was good enough for 5 stars, but I guess we'll see. Okay, yeah it was. Target time was 2:51 and our battle actual duration was 1:41. So yeah, we had plenty of time. Alright, cool. And our reward is a Minar Stone. Which, I'm not sure what those things are actually used to upgrade, but yeah. So there's the Gelatitan. Now, let's head back to the Ci'eth Stone circle for one more Ci'eth Stone. There's 2 more left in the circle, but we should only attempt 1 right now. Damn, I'm gonna have to take that elevator all the way back down and go back to the Ci'eth Stone. Shit. Oh well, such is the life of a lassie. Who the fuck is Tajin, by the way? Okay, we're back at the Ci'eth Stone Circle. Our Chocobo has fallen asleep, and it looks like Vanille just woke it up. That's the first time I've seen that animation. I wonder if each character has a similar animation. Well, we know Fang does her stretch or whatever. Anyway, we've got 2 more Ci'eth Stones still in this circle, but as I mentioned before, we're only going to do 1, and I'll tell you once we finish this mark. Mark 61. Juggernaut. So our mark is a Juggernaut. Is there going to be any different from our past Juggernaut fights? And like I predicted, it's going to take us to the middle of Erba. And that'll complete our Grand Pulse tour, I guess. Anyway, part the veil of emotion and intellect. Discern the true nature of that to which the soul gives rise. Entreat with the Juggernaut, for whom all obstacles must part, and become one with life's circle here again. And Titan's gonna make it all gray and dirty and foggy and shit. But what can you do? Titan's gonna Titan. I hate that it kicks you off your Chocobo even though it parks it nearby. Thanks, Titan. Well, anyway, I'm going to go to the Waystone, and I will meet you guys in Erba. Okay, there's our mark, and I'm going right for it because I gotta take this chance while it's turned away from me. Hopefully I'll get the preemptive strike. Come on. Shit. I got the preemptive strike, but I just remembered that you're supposed to stagger it. Damn, Vanilla, that took you forever. Alright, let's put D-Protect, D-Shell, and Imperil on them. Hopefully, some of them will stick. Alright, and there's Imperil. Now let's switch back to Aggression and finish him off. What is this guy weak against? Everything, as usual. Fire. I'm not going to worry about staggering him because he's already staggered. And I think I could deal out more damage in the time it would take. I can't believe it was just a simple Juggernaut battle. Hopefully I got 5 stars though. Oh yeah, I did. Target time was a minute 18, battle duration 38 seconds. Wow. To be Mark 61, I think that was, out of 64. That sure was easy. Oh well. And our reward is... what? A Royal Armlet. Okay. Alright. Now, there are a couple of reasons we don't want to take on Mission 62 just yet. For one thing, it's one of the hardest battles in the game. It's another one of those where I don't want to call it a super boss, but it may as well be. So yeah. The other reason is, once you complete all the Ci'eth Stone Circle missions, and a couple other ones that we've already completed pretty much, Titan replaces all the turtles except for like 1 or 2 on the Arch Out step, with more powerful versions. So all the Adamantulids get replaced with long Gooies, I believe it is, and Adamantoises get replaced with Xiaolong Gooies, which are also pretty much super bosses in themselves. And because the Adamantoise, and also it adds another type of turtle, like there's like all kinds of turtles running around after you complete the mission. Adamantoises are the most effective way to farm Trapezohedrons, which are the component that you need, or the catalyst rather, to create tier 3 weapons. So in order to do that, we're going to need to grind up a bunch of Trapezohedrons. Really we're going to need, you only need 6, but I'm going to grind 7 just so we'll have an extra one in our inventory. So yeah. The easiest way to grind an Adamantoise is, you could probably do it on the Arch Out step and that would be more entertaining, but the easiest way is to do it at Eden. So I'm going to warp back to Eden and go back to that one Adamantoise. That Adamantoise doesn't get replaced, so the only reason I've been saving this turtle farming really is so I could grind CP. It's also not a bad source of CP like I mentioned before. So I'm going to head to Eden, and then I will show you our new battle strategy for effectively farming this guy. That's right, we no longer have to rely on Saz and his Eidolons, thank goodness. Okay, here we are in Eden. As you can see, complete chaos is still going on up here. And behind me, well, past me now, is the Adamantoise that we fought before. Only now we have a completely different setup. It doesn't really make things any easier or any less time consuming or anything. But the thing is, well, I'll just show you the setup. First of all, here's our paradigms in case you wanted to replicate this. And then here is our equipment. Oh, one thing I should mention about our paradigms, as you'll notice it has Fang as a synergist in a couple of the paradigms, and Lightning as a Saboteur in one of them. So a couple non-standard roles thrown through there. And as for the equipment, it's a little different as well. I made a Gaian Ring for all three ladies. The downside of that is I think that means we won't ever have another clay ring or siltstone ring in our inventory. And that's because in order to make a Gaian Ring, you have to upgrade a clay ring to a siltstone ring, and then a siltstone ring into a Gaian Ring. And the thing about that is there's only a limited number of clay rings and siltstone rings in the game. So, yeah, that's too bad. But it gives us 40% earth resistance, which helps protect us against its stomping attack and its quake attack if it has one. I also gave Fang the Genji Glove. This allows her to break the damage limit and inflict 999,999, which is going to be used as essential to this strategy. I kept 2 Power Gloves on her. Vanille got the Coinazor Catalog and Growth Egg to increase the drop rate of rare items and the CP, because we'll get 80,000 CP per battle from this, so this is also not a bad way to level up. Not the most efficient way, but a good one. And we also got the Weirding Glyph on her. As for Lightning, she got the Collector Catalog, but I also gave her a Weirding Glyph and a Power Glove. I had to make another Power Glove, so yeah, just upgrade a Warrior's Wristband to that. So yeah, that's the setup. So let me just show you what to do. It's a pretty complex strategy, so pay attention. It's not too bad though, once you kind of get a feel for it. And this might not work the first time, be warned. Alright, so Fang starts out as a synergist, and what you want to do is immediately cast Haste and Protect Ra on everyone. It doesn't matter the order. Of course, you always want to put Haste on your synergist first. And Vanille and Lightning are in a medic role for this, FYI.
Thanks.
Alright, once you got those on there, put Brave Ra on Fang. Then, switch to Tridisaster, which has all 3 girls as a Ravager. You then want to cast 2 full rounds of Thunder on its left foreleg. You could do its right foreleg too, it doesn't really matter. You might consider doing 3 full rounds of Thunder, because it can get kind of hairy otherwise. Anyway, once that's done, switch to Discretion and use High Wind. Try to time it to where his leg's not in midair when it happens, because that will decrease the damage. And you can see that instantly killed his left foreleg. Then, switch back to Tridisaster, and you're going to do the same exact thing to the right foreleg. 2 full rounds of Thunder. Actually, I missed a step. After you kill one of the legs, you need to cast Ruin a couple times on the right foreleg to make sure all your allies target the same thing. So I messed up on that one, but oh well. Hopefully this still works. And now for the right foreleg. Alright, it's staggered, but I didn't get its chain gauge quite as high as I wanted to. Switch back to Discretion, and use High Wind again to kill it. And since Fang has the Genji Glove equipped, this can do enough damage to instantly kill it. Alright, so now that that's dead, you want to switch to Espionage, which has Fang as a synergist. Cast Haste and Brave Ra on Fang, as well as Lightning. They may already have these buffs on here, but it's good to reapply them. And then do Haste and Faith Ra on Vanille. Once you do that, switch to Tridisaster and do Thunder for another 2 full rounds to hopefully stagger them. While you're buffing your party, Lightning and Vanille as Saboteurs will get Protect, De-Shell, and Imperil on this thing. Alright, 1 more round should get them. And now he is staggered. So then switch to Aggression. And you want to do 3 full rounds of attacks to just wear him down. Now remember, you're running in on the clock here because when it staggers almost out, the Adamantoise will get back up. Hopefully your 3 rounds of attacks will kill it, but if it doesn't, use High Wind for a last-ditch kill before he completely recovers. Like that. And he's dead. Alright, so it's a pretty complex strategy. I might post it in the description how to do it, but the target time was 18:28, only takes 2:41, so 5 stars is pretty much guaranteed. If you go wrong somewhere along the way, you can either just restart the process, or you can just retry, which might be easier. As we know, you get platinum ingots from Adamantoises, which sell for a shit ton of money. I don't remember exactly how much, though. Hold on, and I'll look it up. Actually, I'll just go to the shop over here. Wait, I got turned around for a second. Here's your save station. Shop. Doesn't matter which shop you sell it at. Platinum ingot. Platinum ingot. 150,000 gil just for 1. Not bad. Okay. So, the beauty of doing it this way is with Saz, you had to recharge your TP by fighting enemies, which could just take forever. It was better to just retry and rebuild your TP. But this way, you can actually respawn the Adamantoise. As you can see, I've already cleared out all the enemies from this area. And all you have to do to respawn... By the way, is run to these stairs up here. And by the way, the Platinum Ingot has a 25% chance of being dropped, a base chance, and a 1% chance of a Trapezohedron being dropped. As you can see, just by running up these stairs, it has regenerated the Adamantoise, which is nice. So yeah. The only other thing, like I said, you'll need 7 Trapezohedrons, but you only need 1 for the time being, because we can grind them later against Adamantortoises if we want to. I'll let you know what I decide to do when I get back from this. But this is probably going to be a good end to this episode, because it's going to take me a while to farm what I need to. I might get lucky, but I'll only have like a very small chance of actually getting this thing. So, thanks for tuning in to this episode, guys. I imagine that, well, like I said earlier, we'll only have 2 or 3 episodes left in this whole daggone Let's Play. So, tune in, click the subscribe button if you want to see more where this came from, or follow me on Twitter at TheScottSpot. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, so, yeah. We're just going to be farming lots of Adamantoises between now and the next episode. Catch you guys later. Ah!